Hi everyone, and welcome to the SAP Business One on SAP HANA session series. And in this session I would like to cover how to enable VNC access on your Linux box. So first of all, you probably would log in using an SSH client like PuTTY to your Linux box. And after you have access to that, you will like to log in as root, so you can do that su dash, or maybe you already have root access, so you need to know to do that. Next, what you will do is, first of all, you want to make sure you actually have VNC installed in your machine on your Linux box, and in order to do so, you can just run the zipper command. So you can type zipper in VNC asterisk, and as you can see here in my case, VNC is already fully updated, up to date, and installed on the Linux box. If not, then you will be asked if you would like to install it, and you can type yes, and it will install VNC for you. Next, I recommend you to actually set up your VNC password, so you can do that by typing VNC pass WD. And then it tells you that the password is going to be saved under /root/.vnc, and you can specify the password. In this case, make sure that you give a very complex password to make sure that only you can access the system. It's a very powerful access to the system, so you have to be very careful doing so. And then, so let me specify here a password. You're going to verify the password, and it's going to be asked if you would like to enter and view only password as well, and I'm going to set here no, because I don't need that, and that's it. So now we have the password actually configured. Next, you would like to make sure that when you start VNC, you will get a good shell to use the system, a Windows-based shell, meaning a Windows-like interface rather than just a text or using a terminal access. In order to do so, you can edit the startup configuration of VNC, and it's pretty easy to do so. All you have to do is just to type vi, which is the editor, and then the location of the configuration file is under root, in this case because I'm logged in as root, and .vnc, and the name of the file is xs startup. So this is the file, and then what you will do here is you will add at the end of the file here the name of the user interface you would like to use. It could be either GNOME or KDE. In this case, I'm going to use GNOME. So as you can see here at the end of the file, I added GNOME-session space at 8, and the at the end tells the system to run this in the background. Now keep in mind, if you run Amazon or maybe other hosting or using another hoster or Linux-based another Linux-based system that already is pre-configured, you may have other information specified here. For example, if it's Amazon, then you will see that you have another shell that may be mentioned here, like TVM, which in our case, sorry, TWM, so which in our case we don't want that, so we just care about GNOME. So you can remove the TWM mentioning here in this file and use just a GNOME-session. So in order to save the setup, you just type escape, and :X, which will save the setups. And that's it. So you're mostly done now with setting up. All you have to do is just to start the VNC server on a specific port. In this case, it started on port 1. So you can type VNC server : 1. As you can see, I already have VNC running there on 1, so let's run it on 2. And I have VNC running on 2. And in order to connect it, all you have to do is just use a VNC client. In this case, I'm going to use my type VNC viewer. Type the name of or the IP address of your machine. And after typing the IP address of the machine, also the relevant port that you're going to use, and click on connect. And if everything went well, you should be able to see a password prompt here for this session. And in this case, you need to specify the password that you just specified. And voila, a VNC session will start up. You will see here the terminal window which will show up, but this is just you can put it in the background, you can close it, and here we have a full GNOME session access to your Linux box. So this is how you enable VNC on your machine. I hope you enjoyed this session.